here and in the kitchen, I got the ironing board set up. I put water in the iron up to the field line. I adjusted my ironing board to the height that I think is comfortable for me. And I got it plugged in over here. I usually put an extension cord on it because the cord sometimes is not long enough. Now I have 2 white cotton shirts here. This one here is pretty much a shirt with a collar. And see how it has the beautiful roses on it. And I'm going to be pressing that. I'm going to do that one first because a lot of people maybe need to know how to do that. And then I have this one here. And it's just white cotton, kind of more like a knitty type material. And then with the bottom on it that looks like this. Okay, so that's the one I'm going to do. I'll probably do that one off camera and then show it to you when I'm done. I won't bore you with everything. Now, there's a lot of different ways how to iron. And I like to use the spray starch, which I forgot to get. So let me go get the spray starch, okay? Okay, I don't have any spray starch, so we're going to skip that part. But I'll show you what I would do, because I normally would use spray starch, but I'm out right now. So I would normally take this shirt and I would just spray starch all over on the back. Then I would spray the collar, back, collar front. I would take the front where these roses are, I would spray it all along there. And then I would spray it all along here. I would spray it on the sleeve, front and back, both sleeves, okay? That's what I would normally do with the spray starch. I would let it set a while before I start, give it a chance to go into the fabric before I start ironing on it, okay? I would always use steam in my iron. So I'm going to start out. This is me showing you how I do it, okay? I start with my collar. Gotta have plenty of steam. See that steam coming out of that iron? Well, this is our ironing board chat. So, let me know in the comments, do you iron? Okay, now I'm going to start with the back part of the shirt. If there's some things you want to see me do on this channel, if it's something that I can do, just watch what I'm doing, okay, with the ironing. All right. You always want to smooth it out. I have some things coming up and I need to have some of my nice cool cotton shirts to wear, tops, whatever you want to call it. And if you see a wrinkle, see how I'm pulling that wrinkle? I just pulled it till it's straightened out. Don't go iron it over something if it's a wrinkle, because you're going to iron that wrinkle in there. Something you want to see on this channel, you'd like to see me doing, or you'd like to see me do more of it, let me know. This is Cynthia's Senior Solo Lifestyle. So I'm going to be showing you different things of what I'm doing in my life. Alright? Alright, so now I'm moving to the front. Now you notice I did the back. I did all of the back. No, did I do all the back? No, I'm jumping ahead of myself, y'all. Because I normally don't iron and talk. You do both sides. Just this one way. The same way. Pull it. If you see a wrinkle, pull it. Straighten that wrinkle out. and then go ahead and keep on going. And you see how I'm doing here? Smooth that out, and then just iron. Ironing can be relaxing, it can be therapeutic. It's therapeutic for me, but it can be, and you don't have to stress over ironing if you know what you're doing. And this is a way to do it. And I picked this here particular top because I want to wear it, number one. But I picked this one to do first because this one is the harder one to iron for some people. It has a little bit more to it to iron. If you see something you missed or something didn't come out or good like you liked it, you just go back over it. That's what I do. Now, the starch will help it have a little bit more body to it. That's what I like about using the starch. I'm going back over this side a little bit because this blouse had been packed away for the season, you know, and the creases from folding it, I could have took it out and washed it, but I didn't want to. You know, things are expensive now, water, everything. So normally I would have probably, before everything got so expensive, I probably would have just washed the blouse again, so a lot of these wrinkles would have just fell out. And when you wash it, hang it up, line dry. That's what I do. Now, but if you put it in the dryer, that's fine. If you use your dryer, I'm always trying to look how to save money, and that's some of the things that I do. Because I remember back in the day when I was growing up, and you know, how we did things. And life was much simpler. And people didn't mind doing things like ironing, and that was considered a necessity of life, a skill that everybody had. But I realize now that some people don't have that skill, and that's okay too. And if you don't want to have it, that's okay too. Okay? And now I'm getting over here. Now you can go to the front either way. I could go that side or this side, it don't matter. I'm just going back this way and go this way on the front. And then I just continue on with the front. Going right over this side seam and that little pleat down there. And then I just make sure everything is smoothed out. If it's not, and I see myself ironing something, just pull it. See how I'm pulling right there? And that will pull it so that you don't iron in a wrinkle. And if you do iron a wrinkle in, shoot some steam on it and get it out. And you just go on, pull it, and iron. See what I'm doing? Pull it and iron. And the reason I'm having to pull so much with this one is, like I told you, this one been packed away, and it has more wrinkles in it than normal. Turn it. It's okay to turn stuff on the ironing board. Turn it, that works best for you. See how I'm pulling as I'm going? I'm pulling. I'm pulling it out, holding it while I do the iron, just to make sure that it's not going to be ironing in that wrinkle. See up here, I'm pulling on the collar. I'm holding that collar, but I'm also pulling it while I'm holding it. And I get right here to this shoulder seam, and I'm pulling along here. Just keep pulling along the arm part, the shoulder part, all of this area up here. Because there's nothing worse than having all kind of, where you didn't pull and it's all kind of stuff up there, the wrinkles and where you, ironed it in there. Yeah, now this particular blouse that been packed away, I would say really if you have something like what I'm doing here and it was packed away and it has so many creases that they got in it from being folded and packed, or just if it's in your house and you have a kind of place where it's going to get a lot of creases in it folded and packed, make sure your floor is clean because your ironing is going to hang down on the floor. So I know that my floor is clean because you don't want something on the floor that's going to end up on the thing that you're ironing. This is how I do it. This is what I'm showing you. This is the way I do it. This is the way I learned as a child. That was my chore to iron. And this is what I did at my grandma's house. Okay, now right there on that end, I got a little bit of something there that I didn't like, and I moved it over on the ironing board so that I could iron that out of it. Okay, then you just take it, and you're going to go to the other side, and you're going to do the same thing. And the reason I'm putting this on here step by step of how I iron, there may be people that are interested in ironing and knowing how to iron. I'm always pulling. Watch what I'm doing. I'm pulling. And the reason I'm going over this part twice is, like I said, I really needed the starch because this had been packed away. The starch will give you more body. Spray starch. Back in the day, we didn't use spray starch. Back in the day, starch was put in your wash. Your clothes were washed with starch. And the starch gave body and stiffness and helped with the wrinkles. Now we use spray starch. And then I do the same thing on this side that I did on the other side. You'll see how I'm pulling. And do it where it's comfortable to you. You can smooth with your hand, you can pull, whatever you got to do to make that smooth. Because I'm ironing over this seam here at the corner and the split. Okay? And then when you get, let me get that's folded over, we don't want that. That'll put a wrinkle in there. When you get over here to this dart, that's what these are called, darts. Because I'm also a seamstress. And there was a time when I was younger that I did make all my own clothes. But I don't do that anymore. Because I have so many other hobbies that I'm doing. But I may go back to it again. I'm thinking if I ever go back to it, I might get into quilting. You know, make quilts. Because I love quilts. Not for me, but if I made them, they would be for gifts or selling. Oh, I still could sew something. I figure if there's something simple, like maybe I wanted to make an apron, maybe I wanted to make a simple little summer sundress. Sometimes when you're a plus-size lady, it's hard to find what you want in the fabric that you want. I like cotton. Now, nowadays, it's hard to even find that in fabric. I do have a fabric collection now of cotton and stuff that I have saved over the years. And I'm just looking at that because this button has a thread loose on it. And then I'm going to leave that thread out there so it will remind me to tighten that button up. If you see a thread loose on your button, maybe that'll be something I'll show on my channel. If you're interested in that, let me know. And show you how to reinforce your buttons so that you don't lose them. And see how I'm going in between every button like that? So that I can go in between the button but not on top of the button. If you go on top of the button, you might melt your button. So in between the button, not on top of the button. And if you melt your button, what you gonna do then? Now, when you get to your sleeve, I'm gonna tell you something. Now, I'm gonna iron this sleeve to have a crease in it over here because I want a crease in mine. But if you don't want a crease in yours, now when you're gonna iron to put a crease in there, you're gonna lay it on the board. Make sure you get it all adjusted, and then you just gonna iron straight across, and it's gonna make a crease. If you don't want a crease in there, then you take your sleeve and open it up, and then you're gonna iron this way, so that you ironing, but you gotta be careful. You ironing this way, but don't iron on the edges, because if you do, that's going to give you creases on these edges. Stay in the center, and then keep turning and positioning this, turning and positioning this, and ironing each time until you get the sleeve done. But I have like a little sleeve board, because like I told you, I'm a seamstress. So on the sleeve board, you just take the sleeve, put it on the board, and iron it. It's like a little ironing board. It's like an ironing board like this, but it's little. And you sit it on top of your ironing board, and then you just take your sleeve and slide it in there and iron it. It makes it easy. It's down in the basement, but I don't need to have that for right now. But when I was making clothes, I needed it. But I could use it in everyday life if I want to. But I'm putting a crease in mine because I want the crease in this sleeve. I want the crease. So when you want the crease, you just do it just like this. And the reason I'm showing you all the parts of this is because I think if I come back and say, well, this is how I did it, and this is how it looks, you won't be able to see me do it. And I think ironing is one of these things. I think you got to see somebody do it. Now let me see if I still have water in here. Okay, my water done run out. Okay, so while I'm going to fill the iron up. I'm going to take my shirt and lay it across here like this. If you had to stop ironing for some reason, you take it and do it like that on the edge of the ironing board. All I did was put it on the edge of the ironing board. You can't see the full shirt. But I just took this shirt like this and just put it on the tip of the ironing board so that you don't have your shirt laying and wrinkles setting in it. And I'm going to take and put some more water in there because this shirt required a lot more water. And I have this little thing with this little pointed edge. I'm going to take it over to the sink, so if it makes a mess, the water will go into the sink and not all over my ironing board. So I'm just filling this up. And you have a line on your iron that shows you how far to go. So now you know I'm working on my sleeve. So I'm almost done with this sleeve. And I'm just gonna straighten it back out You see where your crease is. Straighten it back out so that you have it where the crease is. You're not trying to make a new crease. You're trying to iron on the old one. Pick back up where you left off at. See how I'm going, and I'm with my hand and I'm just pulling and straightening at the same time to make sure that I get stuff. And then I'm going to turn it back over and go over it again. The reason I'm doing that is because this blouse was so wrinkled. And from being packed away. All right. See that sleeve? See how it looks? See the crease? And you just do the same thing on the other side. Okay, this is the groceries that I just got delivered from Walmart. I just went and put dates on the stuff, but I'll go through and show it to you. I put them already in freezer bags and put dates on it, everything but the chicken. Okay, I'm going to start up here. I got 6 dozen of eggs. Now, when I shop for the month, okay? And usually some of these eggs might be cracked, so I might not have 6 dozen. I got some radishes because I'm going to make some salads. I bought some other stuff the other day from a neighborhood store, and I spent about $50. Okay, I usually spend about $200, but I shop for the whole month, and everything some stuff is just prepping. Okay, so in here I got the broccoli, steamable. I got 2 of those, and this stuff been sitting here a minute, and I gotta get it in the freezer. I got it in this bag that I'm gonna take downstairs, and this is the stir fry. I've used this before and I liked it. Mostly I'm a repeat. Whatever I like, I buy the same stuff mostly. Okay. And so as you can see, that was 3 of those because I like to do stir fries too. And then right here, I have some catfish nuggets from Walmart. And I didn't have the prices of the stuff. And you know how that goes. The price is going to stay the same anyway nowadays. Okay. So that's what's in that bag. And then over here, I have, this is what I do. I put the tape on there, and then I put WAL to let me know this is Walmart. So when I use this stuff, is anything wrong with it, that I'm going to let them know about it. Okay, so I got 3 of these turkey hot dogs. 3 packs, okay? 3 packs of those. And I just put them in a plastic bag, and then I put them in the freezer. I got 3 of these Jimmy Dean hot. They're supposed to be the hot. I hope these are the hot. Yeah, these are the hot. And see how I label it? I just put 726 W Walmart for Walmart. Okay, that's what's in that bag. Over here, I have the same thing of the Jimmy Dean and Walmart on that. And now this stuff is supplementing because I am a prepper. So, you know, I may use this month and I may not. 726 Walmart, and these are the Smithfield. Let me see, turn it around. Pork chops. And can you see those? Okay. And then I have here some Smithfield bacon. I already got that in plastic bags. Everything I already put in a plastic bag so I can hurry up and get it in the freezer. And this is just some ground beef. Okay. And I got 3 of those ground beef. Okay. Let me get this stuff back in this bag. And then I take this stuff downstairs and I put it in the freezer. Okay. I got this oil over here, this Crisco big thing of oil. See how it's all bent? I'm calling them about that, because that's not going to pour out right. It's going to be a mess when I try to pour some oil out of there. Here I have bread. This is what I do. I put 3 bags around it, and I put this date on it. And I have 2 loaves in here, and that's what I got in there. Over here, I have great value tomatoes. I like to make spaghetti, chili, anything I make that needs tomatoes. Okay, then this here, the bush beans. Now see how this can is bent in and all like that? I don't know if you can see that, but it's all bent in. They shouldn't be selling cans like this, damaged. Okay, but I won't say anything about that. If it was at the top where it couldn't hardly open with the can opener, I would say something, but I think I can get that one open. I got some tomato paste. I got some chili seasonings, original, and the brand you see here, Kinders. All right. Okay, I have in that bag. Oh, let's get over here. I'm sitting down, y'all, because I am tired. I cut the grass. It's hot. I'm sweating. I like this popcorn. It's a great value. And I make old-fashioned popcorn. You know, I'm a senior citizen, a great-grandmother. This is the way we used to make our popcorn. And to me, this, let me hold this. Right, hold on. And my granddaughter loves the popcorn. This is the only kind she want to eat now. Instead of that stuff in the bag. She see what real good popcorn tastes like. I got some seasoning complete. I also got this milk. I hope this is still recording. Let me turn it, put it out here so you can see it. This is shelf-stable milk. You don't have to put it in the refrigerator until after you open it. So I got 2 of those, because I used to always not buy milk because I always let it spoil because I wouldn't use it. But this way here, I use it, and I always have milk when I need it. So I like that. And plus, in my prep, I do have canned milk. Then over here, which I'm not going to take these out, because I got to separate this meat and put it in freezer bags. But can you see anything? This is chicken legs and thigh. I got 2 of them big old bags from Walmart. I got 2 big ones with the leg and the thigh in there. Okay, and I usually take these, I rinse them off, and then I bag them up, and I usually try to double bag them if I have enough bags, and then I go ahead and put them in the freezer. You know, label each bag just like you saw always did. I always do that. Okay, I'm tired, y'all. I'm messing up with my talking. Okay, so this is what I do with my groceries. And I'm probably going to start showing you this stuff. All right. And just these are supplemental things, stuff that I already got. And I just make my plan for my menu according to what I want to eat. All right. So that's that. Okay, y'all. I got it all done. This was the second bag of chicken leg thigh combination. And as you can see, I put the date on there, and I put the WAL so that I know that these came from Walmart. If I have any problem with them when I go to use them, I will be letting them know. Or anybody, because, you know, I shop at different stores, not always Walmart. Okay, I just wanted to show you the process of what I do. I forgot to mention, I got 6 grapefruit, and I got 4 lemons. Okay, if you somebody new and you don't know my channel, come on, Check it out. All right. I'm just going to be doing decorating, which I love. I will do some hauls. This is not a hauling channel, but I will do some hauls when I buy things, and I'll show you how I use them. If they're new, thrifted, or whatever. Okay. I also like to do card making. I also like to do cooking. I do gardening, and it's going to be different things. DIYs, a lot of different things. This is my solar senior lifestyle, okay? And I'm on a fixed income, so I'm always thinking about change. Hey, how can I save some money? Okay, so remember I had bought these from Hobby Lobby, and this is how I'm using them on my oven door. So you can kind of see where I am here, and that's how I use that. And then over here, I used the little pot holders that I purchased also from Hobby Lobby, and this is how I use them on the corner of the little, this is the counter, and then I have the pot holders there, okay? Then over here, I always keep this washing board in the kitchen. I just like it. Sometimes I will use it, but it's just a reminder of when I was growing up, you know, we use these, okay? And I like the way it looks here. And I just style the towel on top of it. And then over here, here's another one of these pot holders. And how I style that on here. When I always put a pot holder here. And I always put a dish towel here. And this is how I style this one. By sticking it on the dishwasher. And then over here, I style the other one just on the refrigerator handle. So that's how I style that. Now, when we get over here, if you remember from that video, I got this bowl. And that will be in there to show you where I got that from. And I style that. And I do use it with the lemons because I always have lemons. And I put them in different bowls. But this is how I'm styling it. And I'm keeping this look for a while. Okay? Okay, now let's get over here. I'll show you. Let me stand back so you can kind of see. This is how this is in here. And this crock came from Hobby Lobby right here. And this is how I styled it with some things that I have that I use. I try to put stuff in that I'm using. Okay, because I have some things that I don't use that often. Then the butter dish I put back here. And the reason I put it back here is because I'm not using it right now, but I plan on using it because I have ants that come in and I don't want to put butter in there in case they can get in there. So I'm going to wait until the fall. In the fall, you know, they go to sleep late fall here in New York, and they won't come out again into the spring. That's when I'll be putting butter in there, okay? So that's how I style that. All right? So then let me get over here and show you. I have another one of those crocks, and this is how I styled it here on my stove edge. All right? And then over here, this wasn't in the haul, but it was something that I hauled that I forgot to put in there. Was a air fryer from Walmart. Okay, I did get that because my other one, I threw it out. It was peeling. And you know, these air fryers, they have a cancer warning on them. And if that stuff is peeling, ain't no line that gonna help you. Because that stuff, the heat will heat that up, and then those chemicals will go up in the air. So I just threw mine out and bought a new one, okay? And this one here, because I didn't show it in the haul, came from Walmart. Also, the Drew Barrymore line, okay? And so far I'm using it, I like it. This here, I did not put in the haul. I'm talking about the holder here, this rack holder for the utensils. But I got this, was a haul, part of the haul that wasn't shown. I got from Walmart also. And then the utensils that I had, which was why I wanted to get this, because I had things that I couldn't, have convenient to use. So I got that up there, and I love it. Okay. All right. So let's go over here. If you remember in that haul, if you watch, I had the salt and the pepper shaker from Hobby Lobby. Okay, so I've got them here because I don't have anything in them right now, but I plan on using these. This I already had, and I'm going to do a whole walk around to show you everything. This here was in the haul. These are just my vitamins I like to lay there. But, and you can look at that to find out where I got that at, okay? All right. And now, I think this might be dark up in here, but let's see what we got over here that was in that haul. Okay, this was in that haul, and this is how I styled it over here with these things, okay? And I think that's everything that I had in the haul. And everything that I did. So I'm just going to walk around and let you see. So if you don't want to watch the walk around part, you can just skip that part. Okay, so I'm just going to walk around and just show the kitchen part.